So I recently saw an advertisement that featured Anthony Joshua, and the advertisement itself was pretty cool. I liked it. It looked pretty interesting, very cinematic. It had all the talking points of never giving up and all that stuff. And for me personally, I didn't think too much of it. I just saw it and said, oh, that's pretty cool, and I moved on. But then 2 days later on, I started seeing that advertisement again in Reddit and some YouTube videos, and I was like, oh, people must have really liked this video because they are talking about it. Come to find out, the entire video was made by AI. The production, the writing, the choreography, everything that you saw in that advertisement, which I probably might show in the video, was all made entirely by AI. The only input a human being had in the creation of that AI was inputting the prompts to make it happen. Now, for years now, we've talked about how AI has a possibility of replacing people. 10, 15, 20, 25, 50 years ago, we've talked about and warned people that AI will be one of the many tools that will replace human interaction in many fields of work. Now it's happening. I'm seeing videos left and right in my For You page on TikTok, in my homepage on YouTube, of people coming out and saying, I have been replaced by AI, or I have lost my job to AI. And I feel like we're not really taking this advancement seriously. I don't think the governments of many countries are taking this seriously. And I think it's hard for us to actually kind of like understand the implication this will have in many careers. I know maybe for us regular folks, right, the only exposure to AI that we've had is in the sense of making really ugly images or funny images or memes in that sense, right? Or maybe once in a while OpenAI will post their kind of like work that they've been doing and showcase how you can now create video AIs and all of that stuff. But it goes beyond just the creative field. Like, I know right now writers, artists, animators, and maybe even, I guess, some camera workers, I don't know, whatever. These types of people are constantly worried, right? And they have a right to be worried, because right now, a lot of these people are hinging or holding on to the fact that maybe many people will have more faith in humans, or maybe many people won't partake in the AI advancement because, human beings should care about human beings. But in reality, this is going to be an unfortunate thing that I'm about to say, but no one really cares. That's the thing. When you have a tool that will literally cut the cost of production by 90%, 95%, no business person, right, will look at that and think to themselves, I'm still gonna hire humans when I know I can have an AI tool that will practically do everything that I want at 95% less the cost, right? That's just honestly. And this goes beyond even like the creative field. Because I know a lot of people might see animators, artists, writers worried about them being replaced by AI. But in reality, you could be replaced too. Yes, you who is watching this right now. You might think to yourself, I'm an accountant. I don't have to worry about this stuff. You're telling me, you can look me in the eye and comfortably tell me that an AI won't be able to do the taxes, the calculations of a finance, of a business, all that. Like, there's literally nothing that you are doing that an AI can't do. I mean, look at engineering fields. Look at when cars are being produced in factories. Practically 85%, maybe at this point it could be 90%, but I'm gonna stick with 85% for now. 85% of all the work that's been done in kind of like putting together a car or any other types of huge mechanical stuff is done by robotics, which are controlled by AI. Customer service, you could easily be replaced there too, right? I know a lot of people want to talk to a human being when they have an issue, but when you can solve probably 85% to 90% of a customer's queries using AI, hiring a bunch of people, of humans, to do the exact same thing doesn't really seem to make any sense. And I can even guarantee you, a lot of businesses have probably been testing AI communication, right? Because our generation, the millennials and the younger ones as well, they don't like to talk on the phone. Let's keep this in mind. A lot of us, we don't like talking on the phone. We prefer to just Google our issues or just send an email or go to a chat box and get our situation sorted out. Who's to say by now we haven't been talking to an AI this entire time? Even when we type the prompt, I want to talk to a human, they could just ignore that and give you an AI to talk to. Now, on the bright side of things, obviously there's always good and bad. If you're someone who's been wanting to do something by yourself, maybe you want to create an anime, a video game, or something in those likes, and you just don't have the funding to do it, hiring people, you can probably skip a lot of that by using AI, and that's great and all, but it's great. I can't really see a negative to it. But at the same time, we need to probably really look at what's going to happen to the entire human race. Let's be honest, because we can't have so many people completely unemployed unless the government of various countries are more than willing to supplement the livelihoods of a lot of these people, kind of giving like a universal income on a basis that can allow us to live a little bit. But for the most part, the governments aren't taking these things too seriously. I feel like until it impacts politicians or other groups of people within the government field, most entities probably wouldn't care too much about how this will impact a lot of their life. I didn't realize I had a Sonic video paused in the background, but the point is that AI is even going beyond just taking away jobs. It's even taking away some people's ability to relate to other human beings with the creation of virtual girlfriends. People, and yes, you might think this, yes, I know it sounds crazy to you. Can a human being actually have a relationship with an AI robotic entity? Yes. I'm sorry, we live in a society where we're doing a lot of really weird and stupid shit, right? I'm not going to specify what I'm talking about here, but I'm pretty sure if you've lived for the past 10 years, human beings are doing a lot of weird stuff that we didn't think would have been tolerated 50, 60 years ago. So you're really going to sit there and tell me that human beings won't have or try to create a relationship with a robotic, humanoid, AI-controlled female organism? Yes, I'm using female because right now I'm not seeing women advocating for a male robot. It's always us men. That says a lot about us if you think about it. But yeah, is that healthy? What are the ethical conditions for that? I mean, do these AI robots, will they have rights? If I abuse this robot and the robot actually expresses, I don't like this, should I? I'm not even going to go into that degree, but you get the idea. Look, the reality is, if I'm being honest with you guys, I think we're screwed. I don't want to be a downsayer or like a, doomsayer, whatever the case may be, but I think we're generally screwed. When it comes to AI regulations, we're not taking it seriously. I don't think many government officials are reallocating, yeah, that's the word, reallocating resources to the right places. Sure, you may see talks of AI safety, which has been happening all across Europe right now, but it's not being taken as seriously as it should. A lot of our livelihood hinges on how we produce, control, and manage AI. People are already losing their jobs due to AI, and we don't have safety nets for all these people. We really don't. Companies will take advantage of AI. There are no rules, there are no ethics that is stopping these companies from taking advantage of AI. Many film industries and many video game industries are really discussing the idea of using AI in their products. You really think multi-billionaire, multi-millionaire corporations aren't going to think about how they can utilize AI? You know what's funny actually? Some of you guys at work right now have probably been trained about AI. But have you guys never asked yourself, why are they training you guys on AI? What is the purpose? What are you going to gain from it? Nothing. They're just training you to condition yourself ready so they can replace you. That's my conspiracy theory right there, though. Look, we should really, really start thinking, or at the very least, make more noise about the danger that AI poses to the human race. Because it's posing a lot of threat that we're not taking seriously right now. I mean, think about it. Even Google is going to start replacing a lot of your websites, bloggers, and all that stuff, right? When you look at Google, for example, Google now is kind of testing this Google search thing, in which when you search for something, you're no longer going to be getting a website that will give you the answer. Instead, Google is trying to allow its AI programming. I think it's bad, or it could be something else, right? but some type of AI algorithm to give you the answer directly instead of letting you go to another website to find the answer that you're looking for, which is a big sign of what I'm saying earlier on, that corporations are not wasting any time in trying to utilize AI. It's a race to see who can utilize it the most efficient way possible, and that will come at the cost of human lives. Not in a kind of way, but more like you're going to have no job in that kind of way. And then let's not forget the military. No one's more interested in AI production and robotics than the military. Like, anything that can give you the ability to kill your enemies a lot quicker than the enemies can kill you, they're gonna take it too. Which puts us in a lot of danger, because one of the biggest fear factor when it comes to AI is people thinking of the Terminator films or Skynet, for example, where we humans finally lose control of AI and the AI program starts trying to kill us all and all that stuff. I don't know, man. It's like, I know we don't want to be fear-mongering people, and maybe there is a positive thing about AI that can really change the human life. Maybe we can find a way where AI works for us and we receive passive income because of it. So, although, no, actually it wouldn't make sense, because if you're replacing all the industry, the entire purpose of the businesses and corporations trying to utilize AI is to save money and then sell you stuff. But how are you going to buy stuff if you don't have the income to spend? You see how I mean? It's like, I don't know, like, I mean, it feels like AI is going to push human beings to just be consumers. That's just what it is. I mean, we're kind of already consumers, but you get what I'm saying. And then obviously there's also the philosophical and ethical side of AI. You know, is it right? Should we continue to push it? Many people have been asking for AI production to be at least paused until we have things sorted out, or just completely stopped. Like, just stop it. Like we don't need this advancement of, you know, technology. There are other avenues that we can explore, but AI just seems to be the only avenue that is being pushed heavily, and it doesn't seem to have, I guess, a net positive for society itself. It seems to only benefit those who are trying to find ways to save money, in a sense. I mean, me and you, we can open up AI, chat GTP and ask a question, or maybe create some funny images to send to our friends, but that's what most people are using AI for right now, right? Those who are business minded are thinking of ways to use it for business, and those who are not are just using it for fun. And that's a lot of us. We're all just using it for fun, let's be honest. Look, you're going to see a lot more people lose their jobs. That's just guaranteed. Like, I feel like I was going to say doctors might be safe, but I think being a doctor might be the only profession that might be safe, right? Because I'm not letting an AI operate on anybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just thought something crazy. Imagine an AI holding a sermon, preaching, because it downloaded the Quran or it downloaded the Bible. It's now preaching to you about the gospel. I think it'll be. It's just so many ways AI can just mess up humanity in a drastic way, and we're not taking it seriously. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. How do you feel about AI? Do you think AI is a good thing? Do you think it's gonna help bring humanity to the next step, to the next level? Or do you think AI is going to absolutely destroy us in multiple ways possible? And we're just a ticking time bomb waiting to be set off. Let me know in the comment section below. I'm Pavel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.